I'm gonna guess you're probably spending a ton of money on social media ads or social media content creation. But just last month, Serial Entrepreneur did $10,000 in sales from email remarketing campaigns. And the best part about that is we only spent $131.25 last month on email remarketing. So to say that email marketing is dead would definitely be false. And in today's video, we're gonna cover the best tips and information you're gonna wanna be aware of about email marketing in 2019. Stay tuned, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Jordan Steen, also known as Serial Entrepreneur, and at this channel we talk all about starting a marketing agency, building an online personal brand with a YouTube channel or a blog or podcast, really just building any kind of online business. And if you're interested in any of those topics, definitely hit the subscribe button and the notification bell in the bottom right-hand corner so you get updated with all of our future videos, free trainings, and our giveaways that we do every single week. So guys, email marketing is still one of the most valuable assets for building an online marketing campaign, or really a good remarketing system with your email marketing campaigns. The reason why is because, like I mentioned in the beginning, I spent $131.25 on email remarketing for Serial Entrepreneur last month, and we generated around $10,000 in revenue just from the email remarketing campaigns. Now, the benefit is, again, we spent such a little amount to make a ton of money. So the ROI on that spend is definitely worth it. And not only that, but once we have our campaign set up, we don't have to really do much to them on a week by week or even a day by day basis to maintain them and make sure that they're still sending emails and still generating leads and sales for us. So I have 5 things that I want to cover for you guys, or really 5 tips for email marketing that I want to share with you. And we're going to go into my software and show you guys a little bit about our setup and what is relevant in 2019 and why a lot of people's marketing campaigns via email aren't working. So let's get into that. Oh, and a lot of you have questions about email marketing and actually reaching out to get potential clients. And if that's the case, we've actually put together a quick training on 4 templates that you can use to attract customers with email. So if you want that, make sure to stay tuned to the end of the video and we'll give you access to that. Now, before we get into the screen share, I want to share the first tip with you guys. And this is the most important one because a lot of people mess up in this area, and it's why most people don't actually achieve leads or sales conversion with their email campaigns. And the first one is personalization. What I mean by personalization is making sure that the content you send isn't just broadcasted to everyone in a list. Making sure that the content you send is actually something that that viewer is going to be interested in. That's why we're able to maintain such high open rates and such high engagement, because we don't just send content to people that have no interest. For example, we have 2 courses, one on starting a blog and a YouTube channel or a personal brand, and another one on marketing agency. I'm not going to necessarily send people on who want to start their own personal brand content about starting a marketing agency unless they express interest, which we can find out and I'll talk about a little bit later. But we don't want to broadcast every message to everybody and vice versa. The people in starting a marketing agency might not want to start a personal brand. So I wouldn't want to mix that material or that content that we send to those people. So make sure that you're personalizing the content, making sure that it reaches each person only based on the topics that they have an interest in. Now, people always ask me, well, how do I make sure that happens? It comes down to the next few steps I'm going to mention, but it also comes down to just making sure that when you create a content stream, right, or an automation, that you're not mixing the content in and broadcasting it to everybody. It's only sent to specific people on a specific list. So let's break that down a little bit more through my software that I'm going to show you guys. All right, everybody. So the first thing we want to talk about is ActiveCampaign. This is the software that I recommend using for email marketing. Trust me, guys, especially if you're doing a marketing agency or if you need multiple accounts for like different businesses, they give you a 25% discount after you purchase your second account, right? So you're automatically getting 25% off of all accounts. And then as you add more accounts into your list, if you sell, marketing agency accounts and you're reselling, white labeling that service using this platform, then you can actually get more and bigger discounts as you increase the amount of sales or people that you're putting onto the ActiveCampaign platform. So really, really cool. We're going to leave a link below this video in the top of the description. If you want to sign up, make sure you check it out there because we actually have a discount that ActiveCampaign gives when you use our link. This is ActiveCampaign. This is the dashboard. What we're going to first start off talking about is automations. And the reason why automations are so important, guys, is because, again, it takes the time out of you guys having to really create content every single day, right? Which means you can automate your business and spend more of that time in other areas that actually do require your time and, focusing on CPAs, as you guys hear me say, which are cash producing activities. That's what this allows you to spend more time doing. But you can see we have a ton of different email automations that are going on here. And I want you guys to understand there are different types. There are automations for people who are not customers yet, and then there are automations for people who have become customers. So like your onboarding automation or an upsell automation that you have built into your strategy. So remember those things, but what are we really trying to talk about here? Because what's the hardest part is getting people to buy from your email content, right? So how do you actually go about doing that? And really, again, what it comes down to is creating automations that are very personalized, like we mentioned in step 1, but also making sure that you have valuable offers inside of them. If you're going to do offers of some kind when you follow up with these emails, then you need to actually try and follow up with someone. So we've built in a process where and not only that, but we're tagging everybody based on what type of automation they're entering. So we have a whole naming convention in an Excel document that says automation 12 is starting a personal brand, right? And so we tag these people so that way we know what content they've viewed in the past, and then we can create new audiences and new lists of people to contact later with new products or information or downloads or templates or lead magnets, whatever it may be. But we can segment these people out and we know who we're talking to based on their interests, right? Because here's what we're doing. This tag, when they've been through starting a personal brand, this tells us they're interested in our broad topic, starting a personal brand. Then you can see we get down into other things like your pricing, or picking your marketing strategy, monetizing your brand, right? So what we could do in our monetizing your brand, there's 6 different ways that you can monetize a brand, right? You can do affiliate marketing, you can do a vlog with partnerships, you can do ad revenue, a course. There's so many different ways, right? And so what we did was inside that email article, we segmented down by which person or by which people were clicking on which type of revenue model. So for example, if people are clicking on how to build an online course, we can then send those people, because they were tagged with online course now. And then what we can do is we can send them emails that are specific to content or to building an online program, right? So now we know that we're sending them content that they have to be interested in, not necessarily 100%, but more than likely if they click on something, it means that they're much more likely to have interest in that topic. So building out your automations to where they're simple enough, but where you're also tagging people, updating your contacts, and tracking goals. But that's really the biggest thing, guys. Running and creating automations, taking time to build out, right? So look, here's our email for this. Well, let's go into a different one. Monetizing, right? You can see this is the email right here, and we talk more about monetizing the personal brand on that document right there, right? So there's tons and tons of different stuff, but guys, just remember that automations are super important. This is what's going to help you save time and money and effort when you start creating your marketing campaigns. So spend time thinking about what value can you add, and then once you've added value and they've been through the email series for so long, then you can start to add your offers and your promotions to try and get them to come back and buy. And if you're wanting to learn more about our automation sequences and actually how we built them out, we've already put together a video on that, luckily for you. So check out this video up here in the top right-hand corner. Now, the third tip to email marketing that I want to go into you guys with is mobile optimization. This is definitely important, and really it's nothing you really need to concern yourself with other than is the platform you're using automatically optimizing these emails that they're sending for mobile devices. If they are, then you're good. If they're not, then you need to check out a new platform, in which case I definitely, again, recommend ActiveCampaign because it's going to make your email look like this. This is, it actually will shrink it in, and this is actually cutting it out. I see over here on the right-hand side, it's like cutting it out. On mobile, it doesn't actually do this. Again, this is just an on-screen example of it being compressed. That's what it looks like on mobile. You need to have it mobile optimized. Oh, and quick question for you guys. Are you currently using email marketing at all in any of your campaigns, whether it's for your agency, your personal brand, or for your clients? Are you using email and selling email? If you are, I want to see what types of emails you're writing. Are you doing automations or are you doing broadcasts? And if you're not doing it, say, no, I'm not using email marketing. Let me know something you plan to do to get email marketing into your strategy for 2019. Now, the fourth thing that we're going to talk about is important, and we kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but it's segmenting your contacts into different lists. And again, the only way you really do that is by segmenting them when they come into the list, and then once they enter into the content, once they click on something or view a specific email or take a specific action, then you can tag them with other actions. For example, we're able to tag people when they visit our website. All we have to do is put a link in the email to our website, when someone clicks on it, we can track that, right? And so there's all types of things that you want to track about a specific user, so that way you know, okay, well, they visited our website. Which page did they visit? The sales page for the digital marketing school or for the personal brand? And we can tag based on that, right? When they visit those sales pages, now we know what email marketing content to send them, right? It's what they're interested in. It's what they're going to care about. And that's the only way to do it. When I keep telling you guys, send them information they care about and not all of the other stuff, this is how you do it. It's through tagging. It's through segmenting your lists into different lists of contacts based on their interests. But not only their interests, also their intent. Do they plan to buy, or are they still in the beginning of the info and research stage, right? Know where they're at in the sales cycle, but also know what content they care about. Finally, for tip number 5, a study's recently come out that shows that images or pictures or video inside of email marketing campaigns actually make it seem a little more spammy. So one thing you actually might want to consider doing is a strategy that we incorporate where we don't really put a ton of actual content or images or anything like that visual inside our email marketing. All of these are the content pieces right there. So if I show this, all of our emails are pretty much just text with links and straight to the point, right? Most people think that those kinds of emails with images and stuff, it's spam. So try to kind of mix up your strategy, do some A/B testing and say, okay, what do our email campaigns perform like when we don't use images? How do they perform when we do use images? And then test and make sure that you analyze and then say, okay, make a decision whether you go A or B. But as you guys can see, email marketing really isn't complicated, and it's definitely a huge moneymaker for people marketing online. The question comes down to whether you're truly building out your automation, segmenting your contact lists, and sending them the information that they actually want to read or not. That's why we get messages from people all the time telling us how great our email marketing content is, because we actually focus on what you guys want to read and want to see, versus just trying to sell you all the time or sending you fluff that doesn't actually help you, reach your goal. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed till the end, or well, you're here, so you definitely stayed till the end, check out this video in the top right-hand corner that we promised you in the beginning. It's on 4 cold email templates to use to get your agency clients, and you can even take this strategy and incorporate it into the email marketing campaigns that you create for your clients. So definitely check that out. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you guys on the next one. But before I get out of here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that way you don't miss a beat. But I'm out for now. Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys. Ready to start living the 6-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.